back already. It's actually 70 seconds by the time you're watching this. Make sure you refresh the page. Yeah, stream. Delay is getting added. So again, I know you guys can see me right now. You guys are watching. Probably you're watching this with the delay, so it's gonna get a little confusing. But that is okay. We will be back in just about 40 seconds. So we're gonna be starting game 2. So let's go ahead and we'll get game 2, I think, set up. So why not go to the bigger picture of myself? Hello world, how are you guys doing today? Let's get that second game started, which is going to be on Miramar. It's going to be a duos on Miramar. I'm going to set up the password right now, and we are going to call it, all right, well, that is too many characters. We'll do that. This is tricky, guys. It's actually not that tricky. It's actually not that tricky. Don't worry, guys. It's not that tricky. Is this the last giveaway? No, this is not the last giveaway. We have one more tomorrow. So, here we go. Should be, there we go. We are back. We had to add a delay, guys. Okay, so here we go. I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and create that room. This time we are going to indeed check for emulators. So make sure that you guys are not playing with an emulator. If you are going to get kicked out of the room. And we'll go from there. So let's go like that. We will hide the password and we are good to go. So the room is up. Yep. Giving the password. Alright, so we're going to be giving out the room ID. You can see the room ID is actually on the top right of the screen right now. So with the delay, I'm not entirely sure how that is going to work. But don't worry, I will type it out right now. The room ID is going to be 16343. And all right, we are good. We are good, guys. Here we go. Boom. That is the password. I got the room while refreshing. Indeed. You're in, Dino. Congratulations for getting into the room. There we go. Now you can see that the password was indeed Miram. It was supposed to be Miramar, but it's too long. So I think we will go ahead and get started. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's check for emulators first. Oh my gosh, we almost forgot. It's important. There's no giveaway for this game, but hi, Jin. Good to see you. The name that I'm always worried I'm going to say incorrectly on the air. We've got John Wick over here. Good to see you too. So let's go ahead and just do an emulator check. Like I said, for this game, we're not giving anything away. This is just for fun, for bragging rights. But the next game, we are giving away that S9. So definitely you have to make sure that there are no emulators in that one. So let's go ahead, take a look around and see what we've got. I don't see any emulators. That is impressive. Very, very impressive. So, oof. Killer Bunny is here too. Got quite a few good names here that I recognize. I don't see any emulators. Like I said, this one, it's not super important that we get it right. Next game it is for sure, but I do not see any, and I think we are good to go. So all the spectate slots. Oh my gosh, guys, what are you doing to me here? 5 players have not played the what? 5 players have not downloaded the map. Oh my gosh, I have to kick you guys in now. If you got kicked, you didn't download Miramar, or the game froze, or just kicked you out, or did something dumb. But most likely you didn't have Miramar download. It's a 330 megabyte download, and that is what happens. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. You just get kicked from the room. There's no option to download once you're in the room, so it's too late. So let's go ahead. We'll check again for emulators. Killing time here, and there we go. So we're good. Not too bad. A little bit of a delay. Make sure, so guys, make sure that you have, I'll type it in chat even. Make sure, guys, you have Sandhawk downloaded. You will get kicked. There is nothing worse than getting into the room and excited to play the game, and then you get kicked because you don't have the map. So please, your passwords are actually whack. Yeah, my passwords are a little weird. But do numbers. I like to do letters. Numbers are so easy to type in super fast. I think it's, I don't know. I mean, that's just me. Some other people are doing super easy numbers. I think they did like 711 or 911 or I don't know. There's some passwords that were really easy to type. It's up to the host. I think it's good to have some diversity. So I'll do some trickier passwords, which they're not that tricky, guys. Like those are all letters, and there's one capital letter in that, just like game one. So either way, we've got Mr. Bick over here. John Wick, who rhymes with Bick, is going to grace us with the Golden Dream finish. Let's take a look at the plane route. Ooh, not the best. Not the best of choice. I have never been up here. I don't think. Tori? I don't know. Was that always there? I'm sure it was. That sounds really dumb. I don't think I've ever dropped there intentionally before. I've dropped there, I guess, for what do you call it, like arcade mode and stuff. But oh my gosh. Let's see if anybody goes to prison. Prison is, of course, where you spawn in, where you start every game, but it also has some pretty good loot in it. Please make the password numbers. Next time, you guys should make a better way to join. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. I voted for the man. Thank you, everybody who voted for me. Going to be going to LA to represent in the North America Finals. That is why my mind is, oh my gosh, everything right now. Spending a lot of time trying to practice the game, trying to get a control scheme down that I like. Still have a lot of time to do that, but definitely have to get going. There's a lot of stuff to work on. Looks like a number of teams are going to be dropping Picado. So let's go ahead and spectate one of those teams who looks like they are in the lead as far as getting on the ground first. Mr. Nightmare, going to be having nightmares about him if he's the first to get a weapon and like early kill a lot of these teams. That didn't make a lot of sense. It made more sense, guys, in when I was working on that in my head. All right, here we go. Mr. Nightmare dropping down, trying to grab a weapon. Doesn't go for the arena. Surprised. I think he was one of the first teams down on the ground, but doesn't go for the arena. Have we lost game sound, guys? Have we lost game sound? No, we haven't. Okay, never mind. We're good. Let's take a look at the arena. We've got 49 over here. It's going to be hard to follow them. 49 and 17. So we do have a delay. We have a 90-second delay, guys, now. So that is why, unfortunately, it makes it a little tougher to interact in the chat. But as a result, where's the password go? The password goes in the chat. Password goes in the chat. Do letters with numbers and different caps. That is what everybody hates. That's what everybody hates. We're not going to make it that hard. Like I said, the last password, I'm giving you guys hints and stuff. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet, but it's probably going to be Derek G. It's probably going to be Sandhawk. It's probably going to be something like that. It might be muscle for the muscle car because that's pretty cool. So it's going to be something easy like that. It's going to be a word. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a big hint right now. It's not going to be numbers. There's going to be no numbers in the password. It's just going to be all letters. That's going to be good for some people, bad for others. A lot of hosts are doing numbers. So if you want a host that does numbers, hope that I'm not back tomorrow. Because I think Wicked will be going tomorrow and he does numbers. So, or if you like letters, or if I'm back tomorrow and you guys want me to do numbers, then maybe we'll do numbers that day. So I don't know. We're just going to mess around with it. I haven't been giving any advice by Tencent or PUBG as to how difficult to make the password. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do something like that. Looks like Squad 21 or Duo 21 barely hanging on right now. Got one member is knocked and bleeding out. The other one's up on the second story, trying to get an angle on squad 49, who might be able to get him from there. Throws down a... unfortunately, Digger gets knocked out early. Weed does a knockout. We've got... who else? Boo Boo here, who is rushing. Boo Boo 14 is running up the hill. Boo Boo 14 still rushing up the hill. Way up. Nothing too crazy happening, honestly, in Picado. I was thinking there'd be more going on early on. Power Grid. See, Miramar is the same size as Erangel, but because it's mostly land, it's a slower map. It's a slower map. You get early engages, and then you get a lot of not a lot of engages. Derek, what are your thoughts about having a complete YouTuber team for major tournaments? Please make the password case sensitive like previously. Yeah, there will be a caps or two in there for sure for the next password. So there will be like at least one capital, but I'm not gonna do upper and lower case. Like the other night I made a password that was like capital Q, lowercase W, 7 for capital V, lowercase T or something. Like it was awful. So we're not going to do something that difficult because that's encouraging people to use keyboards, which you can use. For those of you who don't know, you can plug a USB keyboard in. It won't do you much good in game, but for typing in passwords, it does you a lot of good. So not everybody has access to that though. So to make it the most fair for everybody, I think we're just going to do all letters. So it's going to be an all letter password, I think. So we've got an engage potentially between squad 28, who's shooting the wall, and 2. It has a M16. Gonna run towards Unsolved, his duo partner there. But where is the zone? Forgot to take a look at the zone. Nobody went prison, by the way, or they left already if they did. El Azhar has 3 or 4 teams in close proximity. 5 teams, actually. Okay. Alright, I see how you guys are playing it. Azhar also pretty close to the middle of the zone, so... Match 3 will fill in 1 second. We'll have to see. Derek lives in the U.S. Indeed. I'll be in L.A. too. Awesome. Well, if anybody's in L.A. and we have time to meet people, that would be fun. That would be really cool. I hate you, Derek. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mate. What do we else do we have? What is the room password? I haven't decided yet. But like I said, the contenders right now are Derek G, Sanhok, Muscle, Game 3. Samsung is too many letters. That's 7 characters. So those are the contenders. So write those guys down or replay the stream because it's going to be one of those. It's probably, I'll let you know if I think of another one that it might be. But I'm going to come up with like 4 or 5 words, and then we'll make it one of those. That way everybody has an equal opportunity. You've all heard me say them, so there's no preferential treatment. But which one will I pick? That we'll have to determine later. So we've got King Salmon. I think salmon, like the fish maybe? Or no. Oh no, Weed went down. Weed 06 knocked. You can see. Oh, I love these buildings, guys. I love these buildings, guys. If you're playing Miramar, you should be looting these buildings. If you're not, you are missing out. They're pushing. So trying to get the revive on Weed. They're going to get it off, but Harshy now is pushing. Weed is very, very low. Oh my gosh, Weed with no HP gets the duo wipe. What just happened? That must have been such a hard potato. Like that was... Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had to watch that. I'm sorry that like 500 people had to watch that because Weed, who literally just got picked up and had no HP, would have died from 1 bullet, was able to double wipe people with full health? What? What just happened? Well, it's a good job. Good job, Mr. Person whose name I can't pronounce, for getting your teammate up because he just solo wiped 2 people who had full health. Very impressive. Alrighty, so we're down to 3 teams left in El Azhar. I'd imagine Team 48 heard Team 26's commotion, so they might be pushing in on them. So let's spectate them, that we don't give away the position too much. But like I was saying, the building, so the building that Squad 26 is looting right now, or they looted, this is the type of building. There are actually a number of them. Here's another one, center screen right now that we're floating towards. These guys have amazing loot. I feel like that's like a hidden secret of Miramar for whatever reason. They don't look like much. You know, they don't look like the fancy, flashy warehouse or hacienda or whatever, but they are solid buildings. Look at that airdrop. Airdrop coming in 330. Oh my gosh, we don't want to exit the match. I got excited. I saw an airdrop there. That's what happens. All right. Oh, it looks like a Skyfire here, who was with Insane Nation last game with Lazy Bones there. It looks like he might be pushing for the drop. Pretty sure he has a clear route to, say, 48 and 20, whatever Weed's team is, 26, 24, 26. It looks like they're going to be either engaging each other or going to be pushing the same direction. So actually, they have to be careful crossing the road right now. It looks Weed is able to make it to safety across the road, but his friend is now taking some shots from this direction, east, where Team 48 is watching them. So he's going to be able to get into the bed of the truck. This is another good place, guys. This is another really good spot to just heal up. I mean, of course, you can get naded for sure. You can just chuck a nade in here and just own everybody. But you're pretty well protected from all angles. You can see there's metal around all sides of you. So, you know, you kind of just disappear in there. Let's take a look at what else is going on elsewhere in Miramar right now. We've got 46 and 10. So a killer bunny with the Mini 14 with the extended, the new meta of the game, is pushing somewhere. There we go. We got a little bit of server lag there. Looks like it's going to be pushing towards 10, but decides better of it. One member of 10 was not, it looks like, or very, very low health. No, very low health. Might have been knocked, revived, and then used a first aid kit. That's what I'd imagine happened there. Very damaged level 2 helmet. So we have a number of people who are outside the current zone. Going to be pushing in. We've got three duos who are still in Los Leones. We have 3 teams that are still in Picado. 9 is still chilling over in the arena there. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and move the mic a little bit. It's going to go in frame there. That's all right. We'll just leave it there. Good enough. So 9 looks like they might be pushing as Team 5 gets a kill there. Scully might be pushing on 45. Kind of just chilling in the arena. I was thinking 45's in the houses to the northwest. You have 33 who is rolling up, or rolling out, rather. Let's see where they go. So they're in the open top muscle car, which is the fastest vehicle in the game. But it's having, having quite the difficulty there in getting over those rocks. So spinning out a little bit. Now they're boosting up. You can see it definitely does not do as well as a truck here. Big Daddy Corn Hub. Is Big Daddy Corn Hub in the match right now? Big Daddy Corn Hub, for those of you who don't know, is a sponsor of the channel. He's a member of my YouTube channel, Derek G. And thank you, Big Daddy Corn Hub, for being awesome. I'm not sure if you're in this match, though. Weed is. Let's say Killer Bunny is. Jumps out as the vehicle is moving. That is not what you want to do. Good sir, you just lost half your health. So, don't know if that was intentional or not. Might have just been a errant button push. We've got Unsolved, who's also driving in. Driving very, very close to Squad 46. Going to be driving right past them. 46 is in that apartment building. Do they know that they are there? They might. They might have heard footsteps. Here we go. Engage between Unsolved and a Killer Bunny. Those killer rabbits, man. You have to be careful for them. There we go. Killer Bunny trying to get the angle on him. Unsolved, they're now playing Ring Around the Rosie. Bunny, unfortunately, goes down. Killer Rabbit does not have the teeth to sink into Unsolved, at least in this game, and takes an exit there as he gets teamed against by Squad 28, or rather, Duo 28. Team 8, just hiding. Just hiding. It's okay, man. We can see you, but there's a delay on the stream now, so you might be okay. You're up in the 3rd story, if anybody from the other squad is watching. You're in the 3rd score. There you go. You jumped out. It was actually the 2nd story. And you're going to jump out, so by the time people watch this on the stream, you are going to hopefully be gone. Don't go back in the same building. Oh, my gosh. All right, I can't look. We've got Oof. Oof with 1 kill. Oof had 6 kills last game and got quite a bit of work done. It was, what was it, a Car 98, I think? Is going to be going for the 2nd story of the compound. Able to scale up that and then jumps down. Just arm day. Arm day, leg day, I don't know. That is a full body workout, probably climbing on those crates, and that is, maybe that's what he's doing right there. Just you know, getting his reps in before the enemies show up. Has an M4. He's prepared. Doesn't have an extended for it though, so that's definitely not going to help. But oh, here he goes. Is he going to climb up again? Nope. Nope. He's decided against it. He's taking a water break. Oh, now he's jumping up. Didn't even use any arms that time. Oh, now he did. And there we go. He has made it onto the second story. Is he going to be going for the roof though? That is the question. So as we watch this engage, let's as he tackles the roof, let's watch Unsolved as he approaches squad 10. We've got an engage between Wadu and 47, who we were just watching, and 28 definitely heard that, definitely showed up on their map, and it looks like they might be pushing them. They might be trying to push while they're weak. Let's see if they push together or if this is a solo effort by Unsolved. Remember, these guys are not duo teams who play together all the time. These are just whoever you show up with. So basically a queue for the match. You get into the game. You're super excited you got into the game. And then you have a partner. And sometimes the partner helps you out. Sometimes they don't. It's just one of those things in life. But it looks like they're sticking together. Raining Sonic and oof. Derek can't look. No, I couldn't look. I felt too bad. I was so worried. We've got two teams who are pretty close to Hacienda. Oh my gosh. That was an awful throw. I'm watching on the side there. So we've got, this is the, oh, he's the, what is this? The fancy one or not? He's on a roof. That's cool. Roof of Hacienda is really easy to get to. Oh my gosh. Curse of the commentator. Oh my gosh. GG indeed. You got knocked by GG. You were on that roof thinking you were a boss, thinking you were peeking people, and they saw you. Minchie here. Or no, G-O, actually. Never mind. I thought that was GG. That is G-O. Taking some shots at the fireplace, that evil fireplace, and there you go. That's who he was aiming at. So, probably saw movement, baited the shots, and then was able to engage with that M4 with the extended mag. But, that was unfortunate. That was a good position on the roof. Just looking around, seeing if anybody was pushing the compound. Must have heard footsteps, though, that people were below him, and that led to a very untimely demise for that duo team. Next zone is pushing in kind of a little east of center. Nothing all that crazy. So we have John Wick. John Wick's a fun one to watch, too. He's a good player. He's a Conqueror player. We've watched him. Oh, no. All right, we're back here. This is how you get on the roof. Will he be able to make anything of it? Is he going to stay up here or not? He knows there's nobody with him right now, so I'd imagine that he'll have better luck here. He's going up for the top of it. He's jumping all the way to the top. He's just kind of just running around. So let's see if 9 is going to have to move pretty soon. So Scully and the rest of 9 looks like they might be going for that van. They're taking shots behind him now. Squad 5. So this is John Wick's squad. They're good players for sure. M4 suppress or M16 rather suppressed with a 4 times in single shot mode, getting work done, and just like that, a duo wipe. Keep wanting to say squad wipe. This is duos. Raining Sonic gets a nice kill. We were watching him before with Weed. John Wick going to be outside the zone. Not going to do too much damage. This is, I believe, the 3rd zone, so it's going to do like less than 1% a second. We have some other teams who are driving into it now. So go ahead and remove the route option. John Wick sees another. That is an evil tree. He was shooting the evil tree. That's okay. Moment of silence for the tree, guys. It did not know what hit it. So we've got Minchie here. Squad 20. 50's in the bombing zone. John Wick's almost in the bombing zone. Are they going to go for it? Are they actually going to drive through? They're looting up. They're outside the zone. They have a number of boost items. Pretty good armor and stuff. Got some pretty good gear. Are they going to skirt the outside, or are they going to brush with the death that never comes? This is one of those things that my partner got me killed big time, indeed. That is what happens. If you have a bad partner, sometimes you have to decide just to go off on your own and say, good luck, man. Good luck. They're actually driving through the red zone, so this could get interesting. Hopefully they don't get hit, because this is a good squad or a good duo. The red zone works in mysterious ways. Usually it doesn't do anything, and you can just like walk through it. You could snake through the red zone, you're fine. And then like when the game's on the line, that's the one where the red zone kills you randomly. So nice drifting there, 2-tire drift by the little wagon there, or forget what they call it. It's a Volkswagen something. I think that's what it's supposed to be. But it's cool. I'll call it the party bus. So they're on the party bus right now, just doing wheelies and doing all these cool things. People want to be them. These other squads, 14, 25, 50, they see them driving, rolling in, all excited about life. They want to be them. We've got water treatment. We have another vehicle that's trying to be cool. And a member of Squad 4, one of them is either down or in a vehicle. Nope, they have a motorcycle. Okay, so they're on motorcycles. They are giving chase on motorcycles. Oh no, the pipe though. Oh no, the pipe. Oh my gosh. I saw that one coming, guys. What did I just say? Luckily, the bike didn't glitch and didn't just kill him there. Sometimes that happens still. Here we go. He has now put that in his past. Is trying to go for a flip. And does not get it. Does not even close. That's okay though. The pressure of the game is getting to you, and we're also watching you right now. Samsung Galaxy S9. Indeed, it is a S9 that you guys are going to win if you are the winner of that third game, the one that's going to be starting up in just about, I'd say, 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes. So this is a good time to go to the bathroom, get a snack, get prepared mentally, stretch out your fingers, make sure your phone screens are dry, your phones are charged up, because the next game is the one that counts. That is the one where we are going to be giving away that Samsung S9 phone, brand new phone. Lots of big names winning it. Actually, a couple nights ago, we had somebody who had India in their name winning it, so that was pretty cool to see. We also had some members of RK, my team, that I'm representing in the Star Challenge. A couple of those guys won it. I think Zute won an early one, so obviously a lot of players who are good at the game are going to be winning these just because, well, statistically, that's who will usually win the game. So if words and stuff and things. If you have a bunch of people who are good at the game, they are more likely to win the game than people who are not as experienced. So, oh my gosh. Foxy, he's up there. He's up there. ADS and fire. Yes, there you go. Oh my gosh, so what just happened? He was hiding. The teammate jumped out, was able to get the knock, and now it is going to be Shroud, who does not actually Shroud, is able to get his save the day for Foxy there, who did not know what hit him literally when his enemy jumped on him. That was not cool. Not cool, guys. Don't just jump on people. It's not nice. Let's see if there's anybody playing the zone, playing outside the zone. Nope. Next zone shifts up north again. Hacienda is now out of reach. We'll take a look at where everybody's going. John Wick, they might be going for the airdrop. John Wick just got rezzed, it looks like. He's very low. The name was Crisis. You guys kicked me. I kicked 5 people who just ate a hot dog, so ready to eat or win the next game. Good luck, Ender Nova. The only people I kicked were the people who didn't have the Miramar map. That is why I spammed out in the chat. Make sure you have Sonic downloaded. You know what? We are going to put the game away just for a second. Watch John Wick as I spam out in the chat again. Make sure you download the map. Download. Sounds like a vehicle coming for him. Pickup vehicle. Here you go. His Uber is here. Deviant has now picked him up in the muscle car. Again, the fastest car in the game. Muscle, one of the passwords that is certainly in contention. I think that is M-U-S-C-L-E. Yes, that's 6 characters, like I thought. So that would be a good one. Other options are Sonic, which is also 6 characters. Derek G, which is also 6 characters. Game 3. Samsung, like I said, is 7, so that's not in. But we are going to pick from one of those, I think. So here we go. John Wick and the rest of them. Let's watch them actually and see if they drive up on a squad, because they've got Weed. Weed, I just say his name funny because he's another member of the channel along with Big Daddy Corn Hub. They are members of my YouTube channel. I certainly appreciate their support. And I don't know how it started. It started because Weed knocked out 3 people. That's what it was. He soloed 3 people in a house. And I got excited and was going crazy. And I was like, Weed, as they crashed into the tree. See, that is what happens. John Wick, do not shoot trees, man, because they are going to fight back later in the game. That is what happens as they're starting to take some shots across the street. Nice shots by John Wick, but unfortunately equally nice shot by, oops, there we go, by the member of Squad 31 who's up there. And John Wick actually bleeds out. Oof. So LR8 there is able to get the knock and the finish on Mr. John Wick, who is a good player, had a decent game, had a lot of kills there, as you can see. 10 kills. 10 kills. Only double-digit person, I think. But unfortunately, that is what happens. So let's watch Weed now, as he has 6 kills. And hopefully Curse of the Commentator does not strike again, as they are looking across at 31. They see him. Let's take a look actually at his perspective. Oh my gosh, that is Siri. Siri, I don't need you right now. I don't want to say that word again, because evidently that will trigger Siri on the iPad. So, oh man, we lost the game too. Wait a minute. Let's restart that. Boom. There we go. Alrighty. So here we go. We've got BK who's taking some shots. He has an 8-time scope, 8 times with the Car 98 there. So that is how he got that knock before. Was able to knock out John Wick with a single shot, and was able to damage him too, so he couldn't get revived. So 8-time scope, that will do it for you. So we've got Dobby here, who has the M24 with, I'd imagine, a similar scope. Has a suppressor on it too. It's nice. So we've got quite the engage between 31 and 26, both of whom are outside the zone. So let's jump to Squad 47 now, as they get owned by somebody. 12? Is that 12 who's shooting them? Skyfire? Maybe. Not entirely sure where they were getting shot from. It looked like it was in this direction, but there's nobody in that direction, unless it was this person who they killed. That's probably what happened. So we got Manic over here, who also has an M24 and also has an 8-time scope on it. He's looking at the building, but there's nobody there. Killer tree. See, that's what I said, guys, in chat. Yep, the trees. That's what they do. You shoot them before, you know, you think you're, you know, sighting in your weapon or just having a good time. You got too much ammo. You want to pick up more smoke grenades. And later in the... Oh, Manic gets hard taken out by Raining Sonic there. Nice angle on him. But that's what happens. Later in the game, you're just driving around. You hit a tree. Your car flips. It blows up. Then you get knocked out by the red zone. I mean, countless things could happen. And all that is because you hit a tree. You shot a tree early on. Don't shoot the trees. We got Duo 34 over here, who has now rotated and is now in the next zone. And they have a compound too. This is a very powerful position. They're in the second story of a house. The house is mostly inside, or outside rather, the blue zone. So that means that it's going to be hard to rush them in the house. They're in the second floor. They've got some pretty good angles, and they're already in the next zone too. And we are closing over here. Oh, interesting. This is a pretty interesting place to close. I don't usually see a zone that ends over here in Cruz de... What's it? Cruz del Valle. So maybe... I don't know what that stands for, but the Valley of Rides. That's what we're going to call it. I don't know. You guys can let me know in chat what that actually translates to. We could actually use this really cool... Never mind. What am I talking about? Let's just go to Nova and see what's happening here, because we've got a potential engage between Nova and Ripon, who are both inside the next zone. So looks like he's doing some third-party peeking there. You can certainly do that. Use that camera to your advantage. Ooh, man, we're actually going to have a number of people who have to get into the zone. Look at this. R4W having fun in the party bus, and unfortunately is not able to complete it. And they have that awesome hula outfit, not going to be able to showcase it in the final zone because they are dead. So zone did a lot of damage. This is when the zone starts to do a lot of damage. So let's see. Weed is bleeding out quickly, very quickly. Don't think he's in a position to be able to get revived though. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is, but it looks like he is bleeding out pretty fast. Oh, let's actually go to him. There we go. Oh, actually, he was hiding behind a rock. I didn't even know that. But the play area is restricting in a minute, so he has plenty of time to heal up and then run in. It's gonna be a tough time for them though, for sure. So we've got 34, who we looked at before in the second story of the compound, in the next zone. We have Arpit, not Armpit, but rather Arpit, who's also in the zone in a compound, or in a building rather. Ripon, who's also in a building, and then we've got our long shots. So there's 5 teams, 8 people left. So these guys have a bit going for them. They've got the fact that they are both healed up. They are both good players. They're both boosted. They have plenty of items to loot. but they are going to have to work pretty hard to get into this zone, to rotate into it, because they're a long ways from safety. So we'll keep watching. They actually have quite the elevation change. I did not realize there is this big of a hill here. So they have quite the elevation change in order to be able to actually get into the zone. Oh yeah, guys, if you're watching the stream, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and we had to restart the stream to add a delay because it wasn't done on YouTube. So no big deal, got it done on OBS, but as a result, had to restart the stream, and we lost all our likes. So definitely give the video a thumbs up. Helps me out, helps them out, and makes it more likely that they're going to do more giveaways like this in the future. I'd love to host more. I'd love to give away the stuff, but that only happens if we have sponsors who are willing to. And the more engagement they see on these videos, the more views they see, all that stuff, all that good stuff, those analytics that they like to look at, more likely that we're going to be doing more of these in the future. So Playzone's able to knock a member of Squad 26. Weed is, they're in the next one. So they actually, I did not realize that they did not have to go that far. They're taking shots though. You can see bullet shots hitting the church there. Not going to be able to revive his teammate though. So Weed is going to have to leave him. Unfortunately, I imagine that was Ripon who was looking up that way. No. Interesting. You guys will have to let me know. I watched or I missed the kill feed rather of who actually shot the other member of Weed's team. But, man, 34. What did they do? Who did they pay to have the zone not have to move again? This is crazy. And Weed is finished. So, as we thought, Nova actually gets the finish on Weed. Okay, so it must have been 14 who was shooting up at the... They had the elevation, but really didn't have any cover to get into the next zone. Definitely would have been an uphill battle for sure. We're up to 92 likes. Let's see if we can get over 100. Hopefully it'll be over 100 by the time well, the stream delay catches up to what I'm watching. So 34, like I said, they did not have to move again. They don't have any kills yet. I think they're playing a very passive game, but it's working out because they're getting blessed with the amazingness of the zone. So here we go. Our pit is actually going to push on Ripon here instead of engaging the guys who are playing passive 34. So we've got an engage between 10 and 33. 6 people left alive. We've got Nova and Miz over there, 14. Then we have the 2 members of 34 who have vacated the house. Okay, so the house was outside the next zone, but they, for all intents and purposes, they didn't have to move much. This is an interesting final zone too, because you have so many of these little, I don't know if these are supposed to be like little monuments maybe, or not sure what they're supposed to be, but either way, there are a bunch of them and they're hard cover, so there's a lot of it. So that's going to make for a very, very, very interesting final circle. So we've got 34 over here. We have 14 over here. 14 with the flanking angle over here too. Interesting. And we have Arpit and Ripon who are very close to each other. And so as we zoom up and around, you guys can take a look at exactly where everybody is positioned with the delay. It's going to be hard to get actual positions. Nice grenade. Nice nade. I think it was Arpit there. And now Nova, I think, is getting in on the grenades too. Here we go. Momo is taking shots. Nova's a good player, though, and is able to take him out, and I imagine get the finish, too. I mean, Danny there is not going to want to go for the revive. Doesn't want to give up that position for sure. This is the final circle, so I don't think this is the one that goes to nothing. That's going to be the next one, but we have gotten to the point where the final circles are not, there's no more shifting. It's just they close symmetrically. Got into the top, Weed! Rip. Weed killed me. Yeah, Weed killed quite a few people. He had a good game going, but unfortunately was not able to finish it out there. So Ripon, throwing down smokes, good idea. Danny still playing a very passive game, and we have 2 members of Squad 14. So Ripon and 14 going to be engaging each other very, very soon. They're very close to each other. Ripon's going to try and move a little more. He has to watch out for the angle from Nova, too. He is crouching. So the crouch gives him pretty good cover. Not against Grenado. Here comes Nova. Nova's rushing in. Are they going to go for the flank? Like I said, they have 2 angles on them. And meanwhile, we have our passive player who's still chilling over there. So this is where the action is. So Ripon is running in. He's being aggressive. Let's see if he can make something of it. He's taking shots. He has to turn tail and run, but too late, and unfortunately gets finished off. So now we've got our passive player over here, Danny, who, or Daniel, I guess. Daniel Asgar, almost like, maybe, I don't know. Asgar, we'll say. We've got Nova and Miz, who have quite a few kills between them, I'd imagine. Let's take a look. 7 kills. And then we have Daniel here, who unfortunately doesn't have any kills. The next, so this is the final circle. So this is going to be the one that closes to nothing then. Good idea, throwing some smokes down. He is not masking his movement that well, though. So I'm sure they know where he is. So let's actually watch Genova, and yep, there we go. Match does end. So unfortunately, not able to get the chicken there. Played passive, had had some good zones rather, but unfortunately not able to make that much of it, and in the end was able to well, just taken out. The other day he put capital letters in the password because of that I missed it. Password only, numbers please. Numbers, everybody else does numbers. I'm gonna do letters because everybody else does numbers. If I'm back tomorrow, if I'm hosting tomorrow, I think it's Wicked, but I'm back up, so if I'm hosting tomorrow, then I'll do numbers tomorrow. So otherwise I like to switch it up because some people are better at yep. Just typing out to PUBG here, just saying everything's going good. Well, third game starting soon. There we go. So let's jump into this. So let me go ahead and turn on the little fan on my phone. Phone's getting really hot spectating. So you guys can let me know if the fan gets distracting. I can turn it off. Attack versus passive. Attack always wins. It generally does. It generally does. Rip on turned out to be a rip off. That is indeed, that is unfortunate. Unfortunate, guys. I love the chat. The chat's pretty good. I was gonna say spam snakes, but there are no snakes there. Not many snakes. I'm a little disappointed. Make sure, I'm gonna spam it out one more time. Make sure you have Sandhawk. Last. Alrighty. So again, make sure you have Sanok. Let's go ahead and continue here, and we'll get the last match started up soon. So here we go. I think we're going to go ahead and create the room. Let's go to me. There I am. We've got the light that makes me look less spooky, I think. Gives you some neck illumination down here. You gotta take a look at, actually we don't have that set up, so we won't go there. But let's go ahead and create a room. So this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one, guys, that is for the brand new Samsung S9 smartphone. And that is by winning a Sandhawk. So this is on Sandhawk or Sanhawk, the new tropical rainforest, smaller 4x4 kilometer map. And it's going to be a solo third-person perspective. That is right. We're going to be doing third-person perspective on solo. Wait, solo Sonic. You guys know what I mean by now. Let's go ahead and make that room password. Like I said, if you guys were watching the stream earlier, I dropped some hints. I gave you guys, I think, 3 or 4 things that it would be. So I think anybody who's been watching, you might know what it is. Might know what's coming out. For the rest of you, this is going to be a room that fills up very fast. So let me make sure that I go over to Spectator and go ahead and just close all these slots up real fast. Take a look at my face a little bit more. There we go. Oh my gosh, there we go. So we're already starting to get some people who have guessed the password. So let's go ahead, room ID. Room ID is going to be, let's see, what is it? It is 19255. 19255. Here we go. LOL, not spooky. Indeed. You guys are leaking the password. Why the heck would you do that? You're just going to make it harder on yourselves. What are you doing? Why would you put the password in the chat? Yeah, the password is Derek G, like I said, but why would you put it in the chat? Because you're making it harder on yourselves to get into the room. The room filled up already. Oh my gosh. Well, that was fast. The only way I did not get in. Yeah, so those of you who found my room and guessed the password, congratulations. It was Derek G. Like I said, it might be. Rip, that filled up so fast we had over 1,000 people watching. Where is the room ID? It said wrong password. Did you make the G capital? That might have been your mistake there. It might have been your mistake in making. So let's go ahead and take a look for the password, or rather the let's take a look if there are any emulators. That's what we're trying to do here. So let me turn down this fan too a little bit. Let's see how loud this actually is. I could turn it up a little bit more. Wait a minute. Okay, I think we can keep it at that, and I think it doesn't make it that loud. So let me know if it's too loud. I can turn it off. But let's go ahead. I tried Derek G before I posted it. Yeah, like I said, I said it would be Derek G or Sonic or Game 3 or Muscle. So there you go. Congratulations to everybody who got in and is playing for the phone. So let's make sure there are no emulators. Let's go through this and make sure that we have no emulators. Again, password was Derek G. Nova did something similar. The password was Nova for his Sonic game. I think Echo did it too, where Echo was the password. So no real surprise there. We've been having some fun with it. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We've got John Wick again. Okay. All right. And if you guys are wondering how the heck did people get in that fast, watch my video about how to find the room before I actually post the room ID. Everybody who got in here already found the room before I posted the password. And like 5 or 6 people actually guessed the password right. So a few people got in like before I even closed spectator slots, which is crazy. Hey, we've got another member of Insane Nation there, Chris. Cool. So Chris from Insane Nation, welcome. So I didn't see any emulators. Let me go through this again though, because this is the one that matters. So they should show up. I half forget how they show up because I haven't seen any yet today, or I haven't seen any yet, at least in the games that we check on. There we go, John Wick. We'll take a look at his stats. Sorry about that, man. As we scroll through here. It said wrong password, and I made the it said wrong password. No, the password was Derek G with a capital G. You can see it on the top right of your screen right now. Anybody says it was cheating, that I didn't give out the password, but I said potential passwords. Well, that's rewarding the people who are watching the stream from the beginning. So if you're watching the stream from the beginning, drop little clues about what it might be. And again, everybody got the password at the same time. So, you know, it came out in the chat at the same time. This happens every night. People who don't get in, sorry, but there's an error one tomorrow. So let's take a look at the, like I said, let's just make sure there are no emulators. I'm pretty sure there aren't any. I don't see any, at least. I'm doing my best, guys. So if there are any, I do not see them, and I plead the fifth because I don't see any. So let's go ahead and make sure everybody actually downloaded the map. Hey, you did. Congratulations. Everybody's in. Everybody's in who's in right now. We've got still 830 people watching. That's what happens. New room. New room. Yeah, everybody who doesn't get in, because of the, that's what happens every time. So, sorry guys, those of you who didn't get in, but that's kind of how it goes. Like I said, we were never really given that much instruction about how to do it, so we did it in the chat, and we made it a password that was pretty easy. Echo made his last password Echo. Wicked made it Wicked, I think, or somebody else did. One of your streamers did, so I made mine Derek G. So, like I said, it was one of the possible potential ones. A few of you guys tried probably all the passwords that I said it might be, and good for you for listening on the stream and jotting them down and getting there. So, like I said, we'll do it different tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do numbers, so it's just going to be random numbers because that's generally how I do it if I do numbers. But today I want to do something a little bit different, and like I said, you know, do Derek G, and that's what it was. Yeah, I released it. Yeah, calm down, everybody. Calm down in the chat. Yeah, watch the stream. I wrote as you, but it's incorrect. Did you restart? Did you capitalize the G? Otherwise, sometimes the game just messes up. Yeah, somebody else leaked the password before me. I don't know who that was. I'm not really sure who that was, but either way, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why somebody did that, because you kind of just made it harder for everybody else to get in. So, but, oh well. You know, like I said, I have no control over who posted that, so. Let's take a look at the spread. It's south to north rather over Sanok, and it's a pretty good spread. You can go pretty much anywhere you want to go from here. So let's see if that deters people from dropping boot camp. It looks like it did. Now there are still people dropping boot camp, of course, as you'd expect. Pick me again. Good to see you in the final match too. But doesn't look like as many people as normal. So this might have done something to actually deter people from wanting to go here just because. Ooh, and Lazy Bones. That is not the real Lazy Bones though. That's a different Lazy Bones. So this is it's either an alt account or a different this is the fake Lazy Bones, right? Who won a different day. So for those of you who don't know, it also might not sound fair, but you can win more than one phone. So if you, I mean, I talked to Tencent about it, and they said, well, if you win more than one game and it's fair and you didn't cheat, in the game, then you can get more than one phone. So Lazy Bones, this is not Insane Nation's Lazy Bones. This is a different one. And this one is also pretty good because he already got 2 kills. So we will watch the stream, see what's going on here. Got another couple members here got some guys fighting in Camp Bravo. Really lots and lots to spectate right now. So I'm going to try to do as well as I can. Here's Iron Sight, who's also on my star team. So it's good to see you here. I don't know what team that is. SS. I'm not sure. He's not on RK, but he is participating. He's going to be playing the tournament with us. Or not officially on RK yet, I guess. He hasn't changed his name. So I don't know what's going on with that. But let's check out 31, though. And here is Insane Nation Sophia. Good to see you. You almost won a phone yesterday. Oh no! Oh no! The camper! Rip! Oh my gosh. Alright, Redish, you have earned yourself a hide on the channel. Yeah, we have officially... Yeah, we're not going to deal with that. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for watching. People leaked the password. People didn't leak. I mean, people put the password in the chat, but I don't think it was really that hidden. So anybody who doesn't get in, you have 1,000 people who are watching and 100 people who are playing. So every host has to deal with this. And the password was Derek G. If you didn't get into the room, then you have another chance tomorrow. So we're just going to leave it at that. We're not going to go back to it again. Again, if you guys were watching the stream, and I was joking, hey, maybe this should be a password, along with a couple other words. If you wrote it down or you remembered it or you wanted to try it because you watched the stream, thank you for watching the stream, because, again, that's what keeps us doing these things and keeps us doing more of them, people watching. So thanks for being a supporter and watching the other games, even though there's no prize, and we appreciate you for that. So let's take a look at the zone. Zone is closing south. That means a lot of people are going to have to rotate down. So Magnai is where I dropped one of the Air games. So that was an interesting place. There was actually nobody who dropped there at the time I went. It looks like we have Peanut Head. So are we going to have... Oh, no. Here's Brady Loves Seven Worlds Gaming again. So we have some similar people. And again, they might have been watching the stream. Might have been playing in the other games. And I bet you guys that everybody who got into this game... found my room before I sent out the room ID. So again, if you don't know how to do that, watch my video. I made a video on my channel a couple days ago that got a couple thousand views, and how to find before you oh no, Brady gets finished off by Peanut Head. Peanut Head. So if you that's how people are doing it. So there's no magic really. I mean, the fastest way to get into the room, even if you have no clue what the password is to find the room when the host creates it before they even give out the room ID. If you find it in the custom rooms, then all you have to do is enter the password. That makes it a lot faster. And then it just comes down to being fast at entering the password. Some people use keyboards that are connected either with Bluetooth or USB. You can do that. That's probably the fastest way to type it in. Other people are just really fast typing stuff. So... But that's how you get in. Everyone wonders, how did the same people show up every night? That's because, well, they watch the stream, they find the room before we give out the password, and then all they have to do is type in the password, and they're fast at doing that, and they're in. So, again, we're kind of beating a dead horse at this point. So, it happens every night, and that's all right, But if you didn't get in, there are other chances. So we got a Holy Captain who is at the top of this building. This is a nice building. It has 3 stories and has a pretty good unobstructed view out from all angles. So The other good building, I was going to say, it's actually on military, so it's not in Sanhok, but I'll have to show you guys another time on a wrangle. There's like an airport control tower thing over a military base that is really good. So, we've got Gruza here, DYN's Gruza, and Black Boots, who are just snaking, chilling. They're using that third-person perspective to their advantage. So that's why these guys are doing this. If you're wondering why are people randomly snaking in houses, you see this in the Star Tournament too. Basically, what they all the haters left, or they got blocked. It was literally, this is how it happens too. You always have like 5 people, or like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 people, if that, maybe even less. Maybe it was like 2. Who just keep spamming the same hateful things, and it makes the stream look negative, but it's literally like 2 people. So you hide them or block them, and then the stream's happy again. So, so this is what they're doing. So I'm explaining the strategy. Basically, in third-person perspective, you want to snake on the ground near a window. That way you can actually use the camera angle, third-person peek outside the window. You'll know what's going on without exposing yourself, without actually, showing enemies, perhaps like Gruza here, that you're there. So I'm sure Black Boots actually sees Gruza through his little window when he's peeking it. And whoa, Lazy Bones, what is he doing? He is flying. Oh my gosh, Lazy Bones is rushing in. He might have seen the stream. That was 90 seconds probably since I was watching him, but now he has to retreat. So Lazy Bones with 2 early kills, but now he's running for his life. Oh, he jumps. Okay, didn't know you could climb up on that. He has a first aid kit and is going to be able to use it. So now Gruza, though, is also pushing up. So Gruza uses this as a, perhaps as a distraction. Nope, he retreats. Okay, interesting. He decides better against it. And I think we'll keep watching Boot Camp for a little longer just because there aren't too many people in very close proximity right now. So, as I said, we've got Lazy Bones, Black Boots, and Gruza, who very close. And then Ahoy Captain's kind of just chilling over here on the other side of the compound. So let's see who we have. Paradise Resort. We actually have Sherpa here who is driving in. Interesting. Wouldn't have thought that you generally don't want to take a vehicle on these games basically. So basically, because Sanhok is such a small map, you generally don't want to take a vehicle. It just makes too much noise. Just lets everybody know that, well, you're there. So and you can see the next zone does close south. So there is John Wick again, number 41. You take a look at the route he has taken thus far. Actually, hasn't done much. He's looted up that compound to the east of Paradise and then has been making his way down the map. So John Wick has 1 kill, M16 with an extended magazine on it. Level 2 armor, level 1 vest, level 2 backpack, 4 painkillers. So making his way down towards Goodyear 666, but still pretty far away. So here is Geo Game, who also had a good game last one. He's actually going to be driving up and right past Sherpa there. So Sherpa setting up in the compound, pretty close to the, I guess, outside of the next zone though. So going to have to rotate south for sure. And it looks like Game is actually going for the drop. So let's see if Game can get the drop or not. So he does he hits a rock, spins around, decides to reposition himself for the attempt, and it looks like he is indeed going down just to the compound. He's the first one down there, very close to the middle of the zone. I'd imagine he's just going to set up, loot it, and oh my gosh, there's the airdrop. So you're wondering where the airdrop was? Well, it's his personal delivery drop because it has dropped right outside. What does it have in it? Has an AUG, a suppressor for a sniper, some 5.56, and full level 3, of course. So very, very solid airdrop. Curious if he's going to go for it or not because he's not really, no one's contesting him for the area at least. So Black Boots, if we go back to him and take a look over here. He's in the maid outfit. Very, very rare outfit. It's a legendary one to get from one of the crates, so impressive. We also have Ahoy Captain who is still in boot camp or training center 2. Lazy Bones, not Insane Nation's Lazy Bones, but the other one has now moved up here. Let's see if we can click on him. He still only has 2 kills from the M4 and is going to go ahead and snake. He's inside the next zone. He's going to go ahead and boost up. He has 7 boosts total. That's a lot of them. And is going to just chill out here, potentially see where the next zone closes to, and will then make his way into it, I'd imagine. So we've got Aphrid here, who is outside the zone, has a QBZ with an extended on it. He sees Wadu down there. I'd imagine he sees Wadu. And he has a pretty good angle, too. So I would think that he's going to be able to get the knock. Oh, no, Wadu actually is able to retreat. So maybe Aphrid didn't see him, but he should have taken the shots there if he had, because I don't think he's going to get a better opportunity later. And Wadu could certainly gatekeep him as he has to run into the zone. He's still pretty far away. Both of them are about 400 meters outside the zone. So it looks like we've got potentially some action here. We have somebody who doesn't have clothes on and is standing still. Okay. So I was going to say spam snakes in the chat, but he's just... What's happening? What is happening here, guys? This player has fallen asleep. This player has fallen asleep, standing up, playing for a brand new S9 phone on Sonnoc. Now, I'm not sure how effective that strategy is going to be. Perhaps he thinks if he stands still enough, he will be invisible. If you get the reference, definitely type it in the chat below. But I'm not sure it works the same way in PUBG Mobile. So, oh my gosh, I am not really sure what he's doing there. But, well, he's doing it. So there's Go Game with the AUG. So we did get that airdrop that just dropped right outside his compound. Just for reference, I'll show you how close he was to it. There's Kamikaze running down. Actually, let's watch his view. Let's see if Game is able to... he sees that doors are open. He sees the vehicle there. He knows that somebody is at this compound. Kamikaze is doing the smart thing. He's closing himself in. He's going prone. And I think he's just going to go ahead and heal. Yeah, he is. But this is where the airdrop drops. The airdrop drops so close to Game. I mean, he couldn't not take it. I mean, it has, you know, that it has full level 3 in it and an airdrop weapon. Also had a suppressor for a sniper. Sometimes it has level 3 armor. Sometimes it has healing items. But very, very, very impressive for sure. So Game is also just chilling. Like I said, definitely one of the... And look at that. The next zone shifts to the northeast of the current one. So that means they are dead center. So if I were them and the S9 phone was on the line, I would just chill here because you have no reason to really want to expose yourself. Just stay safe in the compound and wait it out until you actually have to get into a fight. So let's go ahead and take a look at Wadu, who we were watching earlier. Wadu doesn't have any boost items. That's why he can't heal up anymore. He could use another bandage and get another maybe 2 or 3% HP. But unfortunately not any more than that without being able to use one of those boosts. So the naked man just chilling out. And is he still alive or no? I think he died, right? Because I think he was outside the zone. You guys can let me know if he died or not. But that was funny. He was sleeping. He was literally like sleeping, standing up in a field, which is generally not where you want to be. He's mastered the art of standing still, indeed. Oh my gosh. So here is Insane Nation's Chris, who is also a very good player. He actually dropped in Painan. He got 1 kill, and he's alone there. That is very surprising. This compound, you can see here from the route that he has done nothing other than just loot this compound. But he has some pretty good gear, as you can see. He has an M4 with an extended... 5 boost items, full level 2 armor, level 1 backpack. I'm surprised there's no contesting for Painan there. Very interesting. So here's the airdrop that we looked at before. Not going to go ahead and grab the suppressor for a sniper just because he doesn't need it. And you can see everybody starting to position themselves around the next circle, just getting near those compounds and stuff. There's Weed. So let's go ahead and spectate Dark Goblin 7, who is very close to Weed. Weed's actually just down the hill there, working his way towards that little shack, which is also very close to Team 82, or Member Squad 82. And here we go. Weed sees the guy, is able to make the moves, and even though the air guy was camping there, Weed06 is able to get the knock, or rather the kill, just by some evasive maneuver there. So he storms into the compound. Generally, that favors the defender, but Weed was able to get him with some fancy footwork there. And the next zone is a hard shift to the northeast again. Wow. So Ripon, we also saw him in a previous video. He's in the party bus, and he is driving up there. Looks like he took some shots to the bus while he was crossing the bridge there, but nothing to damage him. And John Wick gets another kill. John Wick, a good player. I've seen him in a number of these games. So let's take a look at what Ripon or Ripon does here. So he's got a suppressed M4 with an extended. I don't know if he's going to want to hold this position. This isn't a very, very defensible spot. I suppose the corners are, but that's about it because, well, you don't really have, you have hard cover on two sides, but you're so exposed the other way, and you really stand out there. That guy's still alive? Oh my gosh. That guy is still alive. Delay in the stream. The delay is just about 90 seconds, I think. About 90 to 100 seconds. So there is quite a bit of delay. So, oh, YouTube My Tech. Awesome. I've seen you another night too. Has the hot pizza skins there on the level 3 as well as the backpack there. Also, I think has the hot pizza skin on that UMP9 that he has on his back there. So that's either the hot pizza one or no, that isn't. That's the orange skin. That's the one that you got from a PUBG crate. So the one of the cheaper crates. Looks cool. He's actually going into caves. I don't know if I would do this if I were him. Caves are dangerous, especially because he's outside the zone. You can hear somebody shooting somebody. We've got Lazy Bones who gets a kill with the what was that? I think that was the Vector. And then somebody else got a kill with a QBZ. So are we closing in? We are closing in. Let's take a look at where everybody is right now and see. So you've got Go Game and Kamikaze who are still chilling in the same spot, but they are going to have to move for the next zone. So I'm curious if they're going to rotate into the middle of the next one when it shows up, or if they decide that they want to just hang here instead. So we've got Insane Nation's Chris. Let's see if we have anybody else I recognize. Lazy Bones, John Wick, and Stoller, Ripon, Raining Sonic. We got some good names in the chat for sure, or in the game rather. Still, let's go to Chris of Insane Nation. See what he's doing here. He's got the rocking the mini skirt there. Got the M4 with the extended. Please go back to number 98 if he's still alive. He is. What? What is he doing? What? Somebody just drove past him. Somebody just drove over him. What is going on here, guys? Is this person bugged or are they like legit invisible? What is happening here? What is happening? Here's Zen. Does Zen see him? I have to see this. Like, is this person not showing up for other people or something? He's going to be outside the next zone, so he's going to have to move soon. But is this person just trolling us maybe? Maybe this is all just some elaborate troll attempt. Like, everybody's in on it in the game currently as Lazy Bone takes some long-range shots with the Vector and that 4 times. How is that possible? Give the phone to number 98. Man, if it was up to me, oh my gosh, if it was up to me, 98 playing the long game unfortunately does get taken out there. So unfortunately we missed the kill. But he does get taken out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is insane. They put it in the chat because it's not delayed. Yeah, the stream's delayed like 90 seconds. So here's Go Game. Does have to rotate into the zone. So we'll see if he can nail this rotation or not. Doesn't have any boost items. I didn't realize he didn't. There are 2 people in this compound too. The one he's coming into right now, there are 2 people in that compound. So this is going to get interesting very quickly. He's using a first aid kit. That's a good idea. I mean, it's only a little bit of health, but I mean, every bit helps. And here is KVD, who's chilling over here in the closet with the mannequin. That's freaky. This mannequin, guys, if you play Sonic and you run into one of these things, there are a few buildings that actually have like 5 or 6 of them, as we missed the engage there due to the wall. So, and Go Game actually does get taken out by R4W here. But these mannequins, man, they're, oh no, using a first aid kit, and Weed capitalizes. Weed06 with the kill. But those mannequins, there are a few houses that have like 5 or 6 of them, and it is creepy, man. It is creepy. So Weed06, My Tech actually is in the next zone. Next zone shifts hard to the south. Ripon gets knocked out by John Wick. We're down to good players now. So if you made it this far, there are a lot of good players for sure in this match. So we can see John Wick has 5 kills. Let's take a look at how many kills everybody has. We've got Reigning Sonic with 4, John Wick with 5, MyTech with 3, Roadhouse Rust with 3 too. And everybody has a kill. So everyone who's still alive has a kill. Let's watch John Wick rotate into the zone because he has to make it the furthest. Lazy Bones died. Oh no. Lazy Bones, you played a good game though. And you're not you're not the Lazy Bones that everybody knows, but you're a good player because you did pretty well with 8 kills. Yeah, for sure. Not Insane Nation's Lazy Bones, but let's go to John Wick here. Team 5, like I said, 5 kills to his name. He made it into the next zone, and it looks like that's as far as he has to go. So he actually has the high ground and is in a pretty good spot. So we're down to 6 people left alive. Let's actually go to this camera now and take a look at what we've got. John Wick gets a nice kill on, I don't even know who that was. It went very fast in the kill feed. We've got Reigning Sonic, YouTube MyTech, Weed06, and John Wick. Zone is going to favor MyTech and Reigning Sonic, who do not have to move. They're currently in the next one. John Wick, MyTech, though, gets taken out. Nice angle by Reigning Sonic from behind the rock there. Caught MyTech behind the tree, probably knew where John Wick was, up the hill, trying to avoid him behind the tree, but those trees do not provide you that much cover, and as a result, was taken out. We got Reigning Sonic with the QBZ. Got John Wick on the hill, and then we have Weed who has to rotate the furthest. I feel bad for Weed because he's going to have a tough time getting through this. John Wick has a sight on Reigning Sonic, taking some shots, takes him down to almost nothing. Reigning Sonic able to use a medkit, though. John Wick is pushing him. John Wick is pushing him on the medkit. Reigning Sonic gets it off. Now John Wick has to be careful. He has a giant rock here. Reigning Sonic, he sees him. He takes shots. This is an engage, a very, very close engage between Wick and Sonic. And with the... Oh my gosh, the match has ended. And Weed is victorious, guys. Weed with 4 kills. He actually third-partied them. What an impressive play by Weed. Very, very good strategy. Didn't have the most kills, but he knew John Wick and Reigning Sonic were in the thick of it, exchanging gunfire back and forth, knew that the winner would probably be weak and was able to capitalize it. Oh my gosh. Very impressive. Good job, Weed. Weed06 with the win. Like I said, not the most kills, but he played the game well. And I am impressed that he got that because he had the furthest to go to rotate into that zone. So John Wick was watching. What happened basically was Reigning Sonic and MyTech were shooting each other. Then John Wick started shooting at Reigning Sonic. And then Weed was able to flank both of them and kill the winner who was weak. So very impressive for sure. Man, that was a really cool game. That was a really cool final circle for sure. I'm glad that there was no accusations of there weren't that many snakes. We couldn't spam snakes today. These guys played it, just played it well, played it legit, and some good strategy employed for sure. Like I said, was able to third party. I'm watching it on the stream with the delay right now. John Wick, Reigning Sonic, like I said, he takes out John Wick. He thinks he's good to heal. And meanwhile, what Weed had done is he had actually rotated to his right, was able to get behind him and just kill him. Very impressive. Good job. Good job, Weed. That is impressive for sure. John Wick, hacker, no recoil, no. So for those of you who don't know how these guys control recoil so well, a lot of them have gyro on, and basically all they're doing, so I'll show you on the phone. Basically all they're doing is when they're shooting, all they do is they just push their phone down or iPad or whatever they're playing on. So people are like, they have no recoil hacks and stuff. All you have to do, and it doesn't take that long. It takes a couple hours to get good at it. I'm not good at it because I don't practice it. But basically what they do is when they're firing, they hold down the fire button, and then they're also just pushing the phone down to counteract that recoil. So congratulations to Weed06, who, like I said, is a member of the channel, of my channel, youtube.com/c/DerekG. And exciting to see you win one. You got into the final circles a couple times. So, and congratulations to everybody else who played well. How does one player play multiple games? So before we close this out, just going to make sure that we're good. Make sure PUBG Mobile doesn't want me to do anything else. So basically how you do it, for those of you who are wondering, for the 500-ish people who are still watching, is when you go into, I'll show you guys actually on screen. So here we are. Let's pretend that I'm a player who wants to get into the game, which, you know, tomorrow, maybe if I'm not hosting, I'll try my luck. So basically what you do is you go here and then you go to custom rooms. So you go, you know, click on the thing below start, you know, brings up all your options for your match. Then you click on room. So for those of you who don't know, like I said, I made a video about this, but I'll also explain it because there aren't that many people still watching. So basically, when you create a room, this is how people do it. This is how the same people do it every night. So there's no surprise, no secret here. When you refresh the list, see how there's a refresh button in the bottom right? You can refresh it every 5 seconds. The newest rooms appear on the top. So don't be looking for the room down here because it's not going to be down here. It's going to be very close to the top. So what you want to do is whoever created the room, so for me it was Derek G. So all you have to do was find created by, this is Tortuga, created by Don Loot, created by Mercare. So you would see Derek G there. So let's pretend that I'm Mercare for the purpose of this video. I click on Mercare. Now I have the room ID. I don't need it anymore. So all the people who are saying put the room ID in the chat, all the good people don't even need it because all they need is the password. So what they did, and what we're doing is we're just killing time to make sure I'm good to close the room. But basically what they're doing instead is they are saying, okay, I found Derek G's room. Let's pretend it's Mercare. I click on this, and then all I have to do is enter the password. I don't have to worry about the room ID at all. That way you don't have to type in the room ID. So anybody who doesn't have to type that in, they're not hacking. They just have a 5-6 second advantage on you guys. So, and then they're ready to type. So that's how they do it. So the biggest secret is to find the room. So there's one more chance tomorrow to win the phone. The room's always going to be at the top, and that's how you do it. Hey, for all those who still can't get in, watch this video on getting into rooms faster. That's pretty much what we're doing. Yeah. Don't show them our secret. Yeah, there's only 1 day left, so but that's how people are doing it, because I still see people who are toxic in the chat asking like how people are hacking and stuff, and it's not hacking. It's actually really easy if you know this, if you know the strategy. So like I said, you find the room, you find the creator, you click on it, and then all you have to do is enter the room password and you're good to go. Zute exposed this method in the chat on day 3 or 4. Yeah, he did, and people still don't get it, so my trick has been discovered. Yeah, Zute, I forgot that, actually. I forgot Zute hosted. That's pretty cool. Or exposed it in the chat. I don't think Zute hosted, but he played, and he won a phone. He won a phone very early. That's what it was. So I think we are good to close out the live stream. We all know, people already know they're whining because they weren't fast enough. Yeah, just practice your passwords, guys. Practice just typing faster. Oh my gosh. So thank you to Featured Rich. Thank you to everybody who watched. Very excited to give away our S9 for PUBG Mobile, to have me back to be able to do another one of these. Had a lot of fun doing it. And I think we'll close the stream there. So those of you asking about custom rooms, I'll probably be doing custom rooms tomorrow on my channel in around 12 hours or so from now. I'm not going to do any now though, just because I might try to get another game or two in for the Star Challenge tournament to practice, and then I'm going to go to bed. But Trill Brains, trying to grow my channel. Is anyone paying attention? Maybe. What's your channel about though? Send me a new phone. Good stream. When can you reply? Expect a reply? After it's all over. So they said they would reply to people after everything's over. So those of you who did win a phone, I know Zute won a phone, Wadu won a phone, now Weed won a phone, Diablo won a phone, Perk won one. I'm trying to think of who else won one, but all the winners, you guys will be contacted afterwards. So those of you asking about customs, we will be doing custom rooms, but I think we're going to do it tomorrow just so I can get a game or two of practice in, and then we'll do that then. Today's whole stream, how to get in the room quickly. All right, so there you go. I'm again just waiting for another second or two just to see if they message back. If they don't, I think we're going to assume that we're okay. The stream was supposed to be from 8 to 10. We finished a little early today. Good to see that, and we should be good to go. So When can I expect a reply? I answered that. Way to go. Rep the DG fam weed. Yeah, good job, man. Mr. Delightful, good to see you in the chat. Do you start a custom in your channel? I'll be starting a custom rooms on my channel tomorrow. So like or later today for those of you who are watching from India. Congratulations, anybody who's watching it from India. It's like 7:30 a.m. So that's impressive. Bushka explained it too. Yeah, Bushka explained it too. So a lot of us have been, because we're trying to help you guys out. I mean, people who are still watching, 360 people who are still watching, you guys deserve to know how to get in. But yeah, that's generally what happens. So people always just number 98. Yeah. That almost worked. Yeah, that's the real strategy, guys. You want to know how to win the phone? Just fall asleep in the field. That's all you have to do. Tomorrow. Please do the hosting again. I hope so. If you guys enjoy it, make sure you leave a like if you didn't already on the video, because it helps me out. If you guys want to see more of this, then that's how you do it. So I haven't gotten anything about closing the room yet, but we should be good. We should be good to go. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good day. I'll see you guys probably in around, like I said, around 12, 13 hours or so from now. We will do some more custom rooms on my channel. And we'll have some fun. So my name's Derek G. Thanks for watching the Solo Chicken Dinner event. We've got one more day, one more phone to give away. Thank you to PUBG Mobile, Samsung, and everybody else who is behind this. It's a lot of fun. Definitely enjoying doing this. And looking at the wrong camera, there we go. I'll see you guys in a future video soon.